Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Denver Broncos and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. This defense for the Broncos, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Kelly. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now Kelly. He's going to go for a big play downfield. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 53 yards. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result, because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
The Bucs at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They were losers their last time out, trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. From the gun, Kelly. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Okay, great.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 25-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Hands it off out of the gun. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2nd down and 8.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Open man Hamler, that's complete.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This will be fielded at the 17. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Kelly. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Kelly. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 2nd down, Kelly.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
On the move past the 40. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. To throw, Kelly. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Kelly to throw. Touchdown! Mike Evans. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Complete to Jerry Jeudy. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1. On the double. 42-yard line.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw again.
This pass caught by Hamler. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to throw here. And it's caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
2nd and goal from the 1. They're going to look to throw.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy.
A 1-yard touchdown pass.
And the Broncos are back within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because His primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score. Buccaneers 10, Broncos 7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Out of the gun, it's Kelly. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And out of bounds, this will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Second and 11. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Fourth down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt.
This is taken at the 15. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 23.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
The pass, complete to Jerry Judy. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 33-yard line.
Here we go. Just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
He'll drop to throw. Throw's going to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball that coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
He'll get that complete to Alberto.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Broncos.
Alberto
in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 14-10. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Here's Kelly. A final shot before break. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football up and to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Now a first down throw, Kelly. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the gut, Fournette. It's a room to maneuver. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and goal, Kelly. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 15. So a costly INT in the end zone, no less, puts the brakes on their potential scoring drive.
So many teams stick with the passing game down near the goal line because they see it as an extension of what they do between the 20s. But as we said many, many times, the further you drive, the more the field shrinks. And that was a nice job of making a play on the football and coming away with the interception.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Second and 3. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
It was Jamel Dean who brought him down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes it's his job to make more out of it than what they...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
It only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. To throw is Kelly. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Kelly. He'll find Fournette again here. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that will bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa. Now Kelly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Kelly. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
Ready up.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So still 14 yards to go. Second down. They'll set up a throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, Kelly. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped him to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Kelly to throw. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Buccaneers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That's a nice play.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD. And it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Kelly to throw. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now Kelly. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
It's headed right. It's no good. He misses wide of the upright, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game. Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 41 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Will likely put an end to this thing. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after